Welcome back to the channel. Game Week 365 is nearly upon us. As you can see, 27 minutes until deadline. And we are going to go through all our teams and put them into Sorare from the Sorare data client, of course. All-star rare Kai Wagner back after being out last game. Hopefully got some fresh legs on him. Hiramans, tricky game away to Anderlecht, but had to play him somewhere. And best Asian forward with my best Americas forward, Turkish. Best challenger, Europe forward, and best Asian forward. I was thinking of Diego Rubio, who I nearly put in this lineup instead of Barini. And I think we'll just go with Barini captain, even though he is away to Galatasaray. All-Star Pro. Lucas Hoyos in goals. I see Chani recently sold Lucas Hoyos. Lost the faith. We still have the faith in Mr. Hoyos. Down there in the Argentinian league. Speaking of the Argentinian league, I think Enzo Martinez playing down there. Not sure though. Not the strongest lineup here. We're using our Monetzi super rare card, which I kind of hate Monetzi, but we got to use him somewhere when he's got the good fixtures. Sobolev and Hadziomedovic. Captain Sobolev, I guess. Maybe Enzo Martinez with the great fixture. 61% win chance. Probability, I should say. Like a 45% clean sheet probability. Oh, could be any of these three. We're short for time. We'll just go with Hadziomedovic. Cap 220 rare. We're just going to win Cap 220 rare, by the way. And it's all based on our little cheat code and goals. Berke Ozer. We also have his rare in Cap 220 super rare. Mr. Tolkien, one of the MVP America defenders. Fabinho with that great fixture at home to Forest and that 42 cost. And then we have some big hitting forwards with not ideal fixtures, but nonetheless Cap 220. Won't know what hit them. The people will be like, how did he get all these players in one lineup? The Cap Master strikes again. You'll all be fighting for second place. Cap 240 rare. We see the bulk of our Heerenveen stack. You'll like this one. Georgi Mamardashvili, who's sunken down to that cheap cap mode price, and instead of under 23s makes it into cap mode. Since we have a few active under 23 keepers from the Asia regions and America regions now, the Heerenveen boys, Van Ewich, or however you pronounce it, Bocci. All of these lads at home to, with a great fixture at home to Emmen. I don't know how you say it. I always read it, but never actually say it out loud. Come on. I don't have time for this shit, man. I really don't. Always late with this shit. Goretzka. Just a really powerful team, and it's really annoying me how it's loading. You can't type letters while it's loading, so you have to kind of wait to type. With the new updates, Cap 270 rare. Kokju is the centerpiece with that 150% captain's bonus. Kosi Tani, another under 23 keeper. Wow, I'm really panicking here with the with how I can't even type on the keyboard. Kamil Patiakowski. Not a fan of him not popping up. What's going on? Okay, we're all right for time though. We're all right for time. Big man Kokju with the 150% boost. Gakpo, very reasonably priced. What are the odds of us absolutely having a meltdown before this is over? Adama Traore doing some bits now in the championship for Hull. On a bit of form. I really like this Cap 270 team. We are really going for the cap modes this week. Challenger, not prioritized. Never really is, but still a tough side. A good lineup. But you can be the judge of that. Burgess away to Courtrai. Misic, Faisal Amani with a tricky fixture at home to Union. I mean, there's a clash here with Faisal Amani and Burgess. But with Clinton Mata out against UPenn, is there any actually alternatives for Burgess here? He's used. I'll have to check Sorare data for alternatives. Nah. It's like Ramallo PSV against Ajax. Van der Horn is away to Feyenoord. Mata's suspended. It's just got to be Burgess. And the captain, I think you're right with that fixture, although he's probably going to hit mid-50s, but it's him or Misic, really. We have a bit of a Union stack here. Rare Pro. Did we use Hubert in the end? We did, which is a bit risky because he's probably just going to score 20 points. We're probably better off just using a rare keeper. Amani, Malakar, and Burgess's other card. What are we doing here? Burgess hasn't done it in the last 15 or whatever, but he can hit some really big scores. He's a 6'6" dominant center back with a good fixture. Like, what can really go wrong? Hope my audio's all right. Yeah, we're good. Very strong side you're about to see. River Plate's Armani in goals with a great fixture. Although the last game he didn't do. I can't do it every game. We won this guy recently. We won Brooks Lennon recently. Hector Herrera, we bought this guy about a year ago as soon as he was linked with Houston. We bought Rubio in the summer, not knowing he was injured. He's finally back from injury. Pablo Ruiz, long-time favorite of mine. That keeps happening, but captain got to be Hector Herrera or Rubio. I think Hector Herrera, back from that suspension, right? It's not a 2-game ban or anything like that. Champion America Rare Pro, we kind of have the super rares. No, actually, we didn't use Tyler Miller in this lineup. Sirius, we recently won this guy. I don't think he made it. I forgot about the new. We better unlist everyone with the new rules. Anyway, Brad Stuver in goals. Fontas came off the bench last game. Everyone thinks he's going to start. I could get effed over if he doesn't. But Asprilla is back with a bang. And yeah, Yoriti with a home fixture. Why is Jesus Ferreira not projected to play, by the way? Confused with that. I guess we captain Jean Mota. And punter's chance of a reward there. Would appreciate a thumbs up on video if you like the content. If you enjoy So Rare, if you pick up a player to buy through this video or anything like that. You could just hit me with a thumbs up and then we're even. Does help out the channel a lot, all jokes aside. Gonna captain Sasaki at home to, that's Iraqi, at home to FC Tokyo. Seems good to me, seems like just the only choice. Come on, Champion Asia Rare Pro. Couple of new super rares brought in over the last couple of weeks. Just for this lineup especially because there was too long where we were just using 2 or 3 good rare cards in this lineup but just didn't have the super rares. Wow, Delbridge with 2 games, so it's going to be the best score of those 2 games. Wow. Should utilize these cards a bit more if they've got 2 games. I didn't realize that because it doesn't show up on So Rare data. We won't have time to dive into all of that now. Koga is... Well, where's Sol Young Woo used? Where have I used Sol Young Woo? Because 2 games with Young Woo is very, very nice. Right? Where have I used them? And how are we for time? We got 18 minutes. I'm a bit nervous with the 18 minutes. We've like 30 teams to put in. We've got a good pace though. Sol Young Woo. Okay, so you're not used, mate. You're not used anywhere. Yeah, it's got to be Sol Young-woo with the double games, right? And then we captain him. Yeah, like the 2 games is huge, right? 2 games is huge. Sol Young-woo can hit high peaks. He can get assists. He plays full back. He's an attacking defender, but can get some really good AAs. Really involved in their short passing game. Champion Europe rare. I'm always in 2 minds with these sides, but we have used the big hitters with bad fixtures. That's the team. As you see, Juventus play Napoli. We don't clash the Juventus-Napoli boys. Valverde's a slight rotation risk. And actually the rest of the fixtures are quite good. Osulu and Thomas Partey at home to Southampton, who are stone bottom of the Premiership. Arty. Ooh. Wow, it could be any. It's not. By process of elimination, Valverde could get benched. I guess we just go Partey. He's a DNP risk. He's injury prone and he can not get involved in the attack and play, but whatever. Really sad to see Farman out injured. We've loads of copies of him everywhere. But it's going to be Baumann with that nice home fixture. It's going to be Union Berlin. Defensive stack. Away to Borussia Mönchengladbach. Frankowski getting thrown in the mix. A Ajork against Bayern. Not a super prioritized side, but can definitely bang if the stars align. As Quinny likes to say, God, that's annoying me, that first letter. I think it's Captain Juranovic, which seems crazy, right? But I've kind of got my eggs in the basket of the Union Berlin defensive stack anyway. The only hope of a reward is if those Union boys bang, so I think putting Juranovic as the captain there is the one optimal captaincies, even though don't listen to me with captain advice, because I am historically, time and time again, I'm going to upload a rewards video later, and I'm going to go through my midweek teams, and even though we had an amazing midweek, my captain choices, I just can never get it right. We brought in Lewis Holtby just to link with our beloved Skierbuski for Holston Kyle. Sorry, Holston. Oh, it's Holston Kyle. I used to call him Kine. Never mind. I'm just getting the name completely wrong. Josh Cullen. Or Josh Ullen. So we have an offensive stack here. And then a defensive stack of Serie B's Como. But I think we just captain Mr. Consistent here. I think that's the way to do it. Now here's a team for you. Second Division Rare Pro. Really, really slaps. And it's because of actually a reward from last weekend that just completed our Saint Etienne defensive stack. Now it would bang even more if I probably used this Zidane Super Rare, but we go with the Zidane Rare. Saidu Sao, Bushiari, and Nkunku. I think Nkunku is going to be captain. And then tier 1 super rare reward that we won a while back in Glatzer. This just deserves a reward. This is just A1 for effort, I think. The Saint Etienne home fixture to Metz. We have Mikau Tadze at the other side of that fixture, but as a bit of insurance. But let's see. Under 23 rare. Used to be our most, before Enzo went to Chelsea and when Kavicha and Osimhen were just banging out amazing games, this was our most prioritized team, but it's kind of slipped into the middle ground. We have such big hitters that we are still going for it, but here the Napoli boys away to Juve, which is obviously tricky. I think we just have to captain this guy. Alvarado, under 23 America's player. AAA fixture on Sorare data. Rare Pro, we just have so many under 23 keepers just from rewards and that just came to life, that just started getting picked. We're on the good side of the variance, getting really lucky with our keepers. I know people on the other side of it are pulling their hair out. Yeah, the double game. Yeah, I think, this is interesting now. Like, it's Ivan Oblyakov or this dude with the double game. I think I still go Oblyakov though. Oh yeah. What are the 2 games? Oh, Yeah, it's just the one. It's just the one. Like we've whichever is the best score out of the two games gets chosen, right? I like that. That really kind of reduces variance in a way. Mikau Tadze at the other side of that Saint Etienne fixture will be glued to that game. And then getting another super rare card in, Hiroki Ito. I think we just go. The Suwon at home next game is great for this geezer. But he might only play like one game and then like come off the bench in the next game. But the guy I bought him off speaks very highly of him, of course, because he was trying to sell him. Mikau Tadze on that banger form. Away to Saint Etienne though. 33 here. 2 games. We'll go with the 2 games. God, we've 12 minutes. We're going to be all right. And that is all the rare sides. Couple of super rare lineups. I guess we'll start with Cap 220, who's got that cheat code Berke Ozer. We don't really have the ideal super rares to fit in, but oh, we're not even using Berke. Never mind me. Song Yeon. Bit of a rotation risk because he's on such bad form. Lejuan with Sean Davies. This is actually a leftover super rare team. But Cap 220, it's not that hard to win a reward, right? Because the edge is just, even though, well, I don't know how to explain it. We'll explain it another day when we're not really short for time. Because in one sense, the edge is reduced by the cap mode, but I think there's room to like really generate an edge in other areas. Anyway, that's why I don't want to go into it because it's a bit confusing, right? Cap 240. Now we're getting to some real teams. It's Tyler Miller. It's Tiverik away to Heerenveen, but he only needs to outperform a 42. You see Pazolon. It's for a Cap 240. It's like, what can I say? Tati Castellana's screwing us a bit with his yellow card suspension. And is it really Jefferson Lerma? It is. I know you see some other options there, but they are used for other lineups. Now, Cap 270 is our most prioritized lineup in super rare and maybe out of all of our lineups. Because we're not going to use any of these for some rare pro lineups. I guess it is highest priority. Garcia back with a good fixture. Hergota's one of our best forward cards. Bergstaller out with a yellow card suspension. And the 150 boost on Garcia. We just have a pure leftovers here with the All-Star Super Rare. Just to get some SO coins. And maybe if Farman makes a miraculous comeback, rises from the dead. Tia is a big DNP risk. Meram is nearly set to start on the bench. And we have Tobias Kynes. Where are you, buddy? Where are you, buddy? Tia, if he starts, I guess is the way to go. Anyway, just for the SO coins, that one, try and get 100 points. Sorry, this might... Oh, no, I can't do that. Right. Now, to the limited region, the limited division, I should say. Come on, gotta get through this. I gotta get through this. I gotta get through this. Sorare in goals. Beijing. Mercenage in the Croatian League with a great fixture and a great XP boost. Eric Tommy, one of my MVP MLS midfielders, not a great fixture. But this is not the most prioritized team. But still, I used to literally leave All-Star till very last. Started going for it a bit more though. In the second kind of half of my Sorare career. I guess Loic's been playing a lot. I mean, he got rested here with that 27. But yeah, it's got to be Loic Lapoussin, or however you pronounce it. Bundesliga Pro next. Yeah, a lot of fiddling, chopping and changing with this team because of the Cap 270. Like, we've had a lot of lining out teams and it's just like 1 point too much. But we went with Kimmich. as our wild card, as our common free-to-play. And Grifo gets in there with Onisowo against Bayern. Captain Grifo, right, at home to Schalke. It's fine. If Onisowo can just get us a 50 score, should be good to go. God, we've got 8 minutes. Cap 220. Let's zip it. Oh, and this team isn't even finished. Okay, I'm going to leave this till last then. Because, yeah, it'll just be easier. Holy moly. I have to live the whole weekend in just frustration when I don't finish all my teams. It's the most horrible feeling. Dun, dun, dun. Sven Kums. Hosselu. This is Cap 240 really does bang, especially with the nice 35 cost keeper. Pink. Move to China. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, he's got 2 games. Wow, I didn't notice Pink is 2 games. So that's just like a 70 right there. Quickly, Sven. Quickly does it. Cap 270. Trevor Carson in goals. I'm trying to go quick, but then kind of also to pace myself. Sandoval. Another St. Mirren player in Curtis Main. So we'll be looking forward to that. Come on, dude. Come on. Fucking cunt. Jean Mota should be there, right? And then it's got to be Jean Mota captain. Oh, this is a 150 boost. I think it's this fixture, actually. It's like 65% win probability with massive clean sheet chances. God, it's a bit risky over Mota. He's hit a couple of 90s plus recently. We're just going to go with him. God, maybe Mota's the one, though. Maybe that was... we'll come back to it. We won't, really. Banic. Guilherme. Felipe Romans at home to Fortuna Sittard. Joseph Panstil, who we got in a swap deal recently, just was like, yeah, I'll take him. And Captain Panstil for the first time ever. Whatever. Champion America Limited now. Big team coming in. God almighty. Jose Carvalho, Gonzalez, Perez, Espinoza, Hernandez, Chicarito, Sandoval, our other copy. We bought one and then won one. And we're just going to captain these big boy Argentinian defenders with like 65% clean sheet probability that just do really well on the AA as is. They're kind of the safest route to go. Oh, I know what would be quicker than the way I'm doing this fucking shit, having it load every time. Excuse my language, quite frustrating, of course. Grant's got 2 games, and then we have the boys, Okuno and Ricky Harakara, whatever you call them. Fresh off 100, I'll captain Okuno. Champion Europe. Big team coming in now. Sorare, Militao, Grifo. Oh, and we use our... Oh, come on. Vinicius Jr. And my favorite defender in the game, I think, who I'd nearly captain. It's got to be Vinny, though, right? That's a team right there. Mightn't look it, but that centre-back for Saint Etienne is just such an animal. You can see by 69 L15. French League Pro now, Traore, Bourgeot, Munetzi. Oh man. I'm usually quite composed, you know, believe it or not. Oh, we don't have great captains here. Definitely not Munetzi. It's got to be Bourgeot. Looks like we're not going to get training teams done again. I'm the best. I'm the best at this game. Darder, Vinny, Gonzalo Plata, and then it's got to be, we got a Captain Darder. The Cap 270 is rough, man. It is rough. Pedro Galiz. New signing here. Carlos Gil, used for the first time ever, brought him into the draft today. Nicely priced Sergio Santos, so we can fit in these big hitters. Oh God. Premier League Pro. Nice and slow. Yeah. Then we have Hoiberg, Son, and Andy Robertson, who we just brought in. I guess we Captain Robertson. Schley one. Oh, almighty. And Sori Kaba. Dun, 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 dun. Under 23, wow. So it is the Antwerp stack. We just brought in Pacho to go with Keita and Battiatale. Julian Carranza, love it, love it, love it. Pacho. Really sucks, guys. Really sucks. Really sucks. Dun, 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 dun. And I could have had a look at that mixed, the Borussia Dortmund weekly, but oh well. Captain Madison, I guess. Oh, we've no forwards. I guess that's time up. Yeah, it is indeed. So we get none of the free-to-plays this weekend, which is great. That's great. That's great. That's great. But hey, bit short on the time as always. At least we got most of the teams done, so we'll take that. Full set of limited and rare lineups with a few super rares. I'll be seeing you in the next one a few hours later. Be getting our rewards from midweek. I don't want to spoil anything that's happened. It was a pretty lively midweek with all the European fixtures. But yeah, chat to you soon. Good luck all on the weekend.